understanding and updating what her insurance covers and doesn't cover now, she'll be better prepared no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
Hi, it's Olivia Munn with my shelter pets, Frankie and Chance, reminding you that when you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the Humane Society of the United States, and Maddie's Fund.
If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Faucet running? That's not a faucet. That's a river rushing through the forest. Forest rivers provide over 100 million people with clean water to drink.
What? I can't hear you because of the vacuum.
That's not a vacuum. That's the trees in the forest cleaning up the air we breathe.
I didn't know the trees were so amazing.
Yep, and the forest gives us shade, trees to climb.
That's awesome. Let's go explore some more.
Visit the forest today and enjoy all it does, just for you. To learn more about the forest and find one near you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Welcome to Midnight Madness.
I look at Midnight Madness for the novice as the gateway drug to the festival experience.
Midnight Madness, Midnight Madness, Midnight Madness, yeah.
Madness. You're gonna get it, Midnight Madness. You're gonna get it, Midnight Madness. You're gonna get it, Midnight Madness. You're gonna get it.
And now the Midnight Madness Show. Here's your host, the DJ Doctor.
Well, hello everybody. It's Mark, your DJ Doctor, coming to you for a beautiful downtown, beautiful day here in Middle Tennessee, just south of Nashville, about an hour. I guess we shouldn't complain because the weather is decent here.
It is.
My daughter Hollywood is in Indianapolis right now where it is snowing. She sent me pictures. It's snowing in Indianapolis, kids. That's crazy. So Holly, stay warm. You know, hate to see that, but I'm like, man, she needs to just move back down here. Come back down here and do the radio show with us.
Right.
So, hello, Holly, or Hollywood. Dad loves you, and give my grandbaby Amelia a hug, and the little critters up there, Olive and Lily. Love you guys. I'm going to see you guys in June, it looks like, so I can't wait. I want to say hello to the one and only, and very busy right now, the fabulous Velvet Presley. She's babysitting grandkids tonight and cooking dinner and taking care of the 3-4 dogs. So, thank you for all that you do. Love you. I'll see you a little later on. Let's get to the crew at hand here. We got to my left, the one and the only. It looks like you're getting tan. Are you going outside?
I am.
Man, this guy is getting 50 shades of tan here. The one and only, the Colorado Kid. Steve, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Well, that's good. I missed you last week. I wish we'd had our show, but unfortunately that didn't work out. So we apologize to all the people. We want to say hey to Chris at heatfmradio.com up there in New York. Thank you, Chris, for getting us on your show, as well as down there in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, with Lisa T and her crew. And I'm going to tell you, people, two things. The May Day Festival going to be on May 8th. Is going to be at Bama Jams Lounge, 9,000 square foot venue. Not all of it's going to be ready by May, but the main stage is ungodly. The back line, the band's coming in. It's for a good cause there in Muscle Shoals. So May Day Festival, you want to check that out. You go to Alabama Jams, their Facebook page will give you all the information. So Facebook page, Alabama Jams. So Lisa, we'll be seeing you here a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks maybe. I guess that's really close, right around the corner. Can't wait. Then we got Brian, the IT Guru's on the line, getting us produced up here. And I do have a ring. I don't know what's going on with me, but I got a ring. It's driving me crazy. So, Brian, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Are you able to hear this ring that I got going on? I'm like talking in a cave.
I'm not. Of course, you're talking to a deaf sound engineer.
What?
Huh? Yeah.
Everyone across the world just did that. All right. Well, he's a deaf sound engineer. That's great. Yes. Like me playing drums. I can't hear nothing. Turn it up. Just stop playing. Let's go ahead and jump right on to the start of the show here. We can't quite figure out when the last time she was on here. We think about a year ago. We think before COVID struck. So, but I think this is your third time with us, right?
Yes, it is.
We're going to introduce the one and only Krystal King is on with us tonight. How you doing, Krystal?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Doing great.
Well, let's go ahead and kick off a song, and let's kind of find out what you've been doing during that whole COVID thing and what you're doing now for 2021.
Cool. Well, this is a newer song. Wrote my friend Taylor Hughes.
Okay.
Came rolling into that church pew like a cloud of smoke. I was down all damn night doing God only folks. Never even made it home right from last night's hair and second coat of that carbon black mascara. Lord bless my soul. 'Cause I'm guilty as charged. Never claimed to be a saint, but my heart's a little loose. So I came here today to bow my head, make the cross, sending on my word phone call. All the love will pay my bill. 'Cause hell, I'm somewhere between Jesus and jail. If I take an ecstasy, that communion wine, the Holy Ghost might save my sins or cure this hangover in mine. Lord knows my rowdy ways have flashed a few blue lights. Come judgment day, I'm gonna need an alibi. 'Cause I'm guilty as charged. Never claimed to be a saint, but my heart's a little lost. So I came here today to bow my head, make the cross, sending on my word phone call. All the Lord will pay my bill. 'Cause hell, I'm somewhere between Jesus and jail. I'm a repeat offender, an old-fashioned sinner. So Lord, I surrender. I'm guilty as charged. Never meant to be a saint, but my heart's a little lost. So I came here today to bow my head, make the cross, sending on my word phone call. All the love will pay my bill. 'Cause hell, I'm somewhere between Jesus and jail. Somewhere between Jesus and jail.
Thank you.
Very nice. I'm having a hard time clapping. I get this wrist brace on there. So I clap, and it's like muted clap. So it's from playing drums since I was a young lad, and I think it's finally caught up with me. It's not like an injury where I fell or did anything stupid, like set myself on fire.
I don't admit to mine either.
I was going to say like a steamer or something blowing up on
He's
me.
not going to admit it, at least.
Yeah. So it's just, it feels like carpal tunnel kind of a thing, so I'm trying to clap, and I get no sound out of it hardly. So, Krystal, let's find out what's going on. I don't think you were here during the COVID. I think you were here before that. So Give us your little COVID rundown. What have you been doing since the craziness started?
Well, I luckily have somehow managed to still, stay pretty busy. So
Good.
I still work part-time as a music therapist, but been still performing a lot, writing a lot. And we've released, I think my last release was in July, and then we released a music video in August, and that was my first music video. So that was part of the major quarantine project.
Okay.
And now we're working up an EP, so we're going to go into the studio in about 2 weeks to start on that.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's your first time getting like studio work done? Have you been?
I've released 4 singles, so I've gotten those done. But this will be my first like larger project.
Okay.
So we're gonna release about 7 songs, I think.
Oh, good.
On a CD. Nice. So.
Now, is this you and a guitar, or you and a band, or?
It'll be a full band project.
Awesome. Now, how's that work for you? You like the backup of having a band behind you? Or
oh yeah. I think it's so much fun. I mean, I love acoustic shows and stuff, but it's cool kind of getting to record with a full band and just kind of like get your songs to come to life.
Right.
How you envision them in your head, where but they don't kind of come across that way with just an acoustic guitar. So
oh yeah.
It's kind of fun to kind of produce that, and that's a whole new world for me, but it's fun.
Now, are these going to be hired guns, or are these people you know?
Kind of a mix of both.
Okay.
I'm lucky enough to have musicians and friends in my life that are amazing and that I'm willing to pay as a hired gun. So
there you go. There you go.
They're hired guns, but they're also friends and family kind of together. So my husband will be playing some drums on the tracks, and then also the guitar player and bass player from another band that we're both in together.
Okay.
The pianist is a guy that my husband went to college with, who lives here now, and
so it's a pretty short group of people that you had. You kind of. I like those when the one tour I went out on. People were saying like, "Man, you guys you're great. You've been together a long time." We're like going literally like 14 days.
Yeah.
But because I played with this guy who played with these 2 guys, and I played with that guy, and he played with these. So none of us all played together as a whole, but we all played with each other in parts, and it just kind of worked out. So that kind of sounds like what you got.
Yeah.
All kind of like a little mixture going on.
Yeah. There's 1 or 2 that haven't really. I may have played one show with, and are newer to getting to know me, but They're awesome and fitting right in. And I think that's kind of the cool thing, since we all know each other, we can kind of bond and have fun and relax and
makes a difference.
Make it kind of stress free and just a hangout.
Now, what kind of venues? Where have you been playing at now with all this going on? Who's opening the doors? So we need to tell people, rush them, go see these venues, go see this music going out live. Where do they need to go?
Well, I think in Nashville, a lot of the bands have been lifted. Thank goodness. So. I've been playing downtown at Redneck Riviera, Losers.
Okay.
And then also I play Nash House a lot, which is close to downtown, not right on the strip.
Isn't that a beautiful stage?
Oh, it is.
Now, are you down there with Andy? Or Andy? No, Aaron. Andy. We have Aaron at one place, Andy at another place.
Okay.
I want to switch their names around. But Andy does a great job down there.
Oh, he's amazing. He's great. He's one of the nicest guys on the planet, too.
Yeah, he is. And he really loves promoting you guys. So he's part of our family too, so we really like him. So
and also down in Franklin playing Grays on Main, Bullshine, gonna start playing Mellow Mushroom next month. And
cool.
And then trying to tour as well too, but that's kind of been a little slower just because of different areas have different precautions. So
yeah, it's still crazy out there when you get used to your little nest, here. And then, like, Alabama's starting to lift all theirs coming up. So by the time May Day Festival happens, all the bands are supposed to be lifted. So that's going to be great. So just take care of each other. Do what you're supposed to do. I still think it's weird when we see a friend of ours works for a company that does festivals, and he helps put the seating and the cattle cages in the stalls, up there. And they're still doing the pods of 4. And I'm like, man, I'd be glad when they get rid of those. So we got to get to the point where we can get rid of those, where it's just all everybody like it used to be. What's that?
Looks like a carnival.
Yeah, it does. It looks like you're ready to go on the tilt-a-whirl or something. So we need to get rid of that so people can
get it. We got to stay safe. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
I hear you. That's awesome. Let's get into another quick tune here, if you don't mind, Krystal. What would you like to sing next?
Well, this next one is called A House Fire. Wrote it with my friend Stephanie Joyce, and it's actually going to be the title track for the EP.
Okay.
Can't say that I'm lonely. I could say that I'm bored, but on the wrinkles, press the collar, just put it in the drawer. I could say that I'm restless, or that I'm not in love, but I do my best to pick up the mess and sweep it all under a rug. Call it good enough. I don't smoke, but I got a lighter. I ain't sick, but I got pills. Up till now, I haven't used them, but maybe someday I will. Don't drink, but I got bourbon sitting in the closet in the back. I don't smoke, but I got a lighter. Someday I'm gonna start a house fire. He leaves for work and doesn't say anything. The weatherman says it's gonna be another rainy day. So I put on my lipstick, take a long look in the mirror, and try not to think about the next 30 years. How the hell I got here. I don't smoke, but I got a lighter. I ain't sick, but I got pills. Up till now, I haven't used them, but maybe someday I will. Don't drink, but I got bourbon sitting in the closet in the back. I don't smoke, but I got a lighter. Someday I'm gonna start a house fire. Gonna start a house fire. Have this ring on my finger since I was 22. And that same crack in the foundation that you said that we'll get to. And I could live and I could die right here in this house, or just a single flame could burn it down. I don't smoke, but I got a lighter. I ain't sick, but I got pills. Up till now, I haven't used them, but maybe someday I will. Don't drink, but I got bourbon sitting in the closet in the back. I don't smoke, but I got a lighter. Someday I'm gonna start a house fire. Gonna start a house fire.
Yeah.
And appropriately, we got fire trucks playing in the background. You hear that? We got the sirens going. Nice job. I thought you had the sound effects going.
Yeah.
No, we got the door open
You
up
know,
here.
that's happened more than once.
Has it?
Yes.
Yeah, weird.
I think at Nash House I was playing this song and a fire truck came through about
Wow.
that time.
See, it's
I
where
need
the
to, knock
acoustics
on-
come alive.
I just bought a house in December, so I feel like I need to knock on some wood.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't knock on that. That's fake. The white stuff's real. The wood-looking stuff is fake. Tell us a little bit about the song. How'd that come about?
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of just a cool story about co-writing. Like I had the line, "I don't smoke, but I got a lighter," and I was like, I want it to be something about fire, but I kept coming up with kind of cheesy concepts. And, but I brought it into my friend Stephanie Joyce. Me and her both kind of have a love for kind of dark country songs.
Okay.
As long as it's a good murder, cheating song, we're happy, or just really love sad songs. And she'd kind of had a title of house fire sitting around and, didn't know what to do with it. And so when I kind of brought in that line, everything sort of fell into place. And we just really just like that concept of, I don't really relate to the exact feeling of the house fire, but I think it was just kind of a cool raw emotion song of, just somebody that's not happy.
Yeah.
And kind of just, delving into that emotion and owning it. So
that's cool. Brian, you hearing her okay now?
No, not still low.
All right. So whenever you are chatting, make sure we're right into the mic real tight.
Okay.
He's having a hard time picking you up when you talk. So.
All right.
But it looks like your vocals are good when you're singing. It looks like we're getting feed there. So just when we chat, what got you into the music side? I know we probably talked about that a year ago, but we got a lot of new people that are listening.
Yeah.
Let's kind of tell them where you're from and how do you start this whole thing rolling.
Yeah, so I'm from Hickory, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think whenever I was maybe in preschool or sometime, I heard Alan Jackson on the radio, and I just kind of got hooked on country music and have just sort of always sung. It's kind of just in my bones, just something I always loved. I didn't really come from a musical family, so it just sort of was something that just came to me and that I enjoyed and loved and was passionate about. So I think I've been saying I wanted to be a country singer since I was like 2 or 3.
So Alan Jackson, huh?
Yeah.
You don't have holes in your knees and your pants,
That's the third person we've heard where Alan Jackson got him going.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Loved his stuff growing up. I don't know, just the fun honky tonk stuff, and also just some of his sadder bluegrassy stuff.
Yeah. His stuff is good to play. I'm a drummer, so I mean he has some upbeat, fun stuff to play.
Yeah,
I'm sure
does.
your husband probably thinks the same thing.
Yeah. And I did have holes in my pants, but then I spilled coffee on myself on the way. So.
Bless my dad's heart. He was. He liked Alan Jackson, but he'd get so mad every time he saw him. He had the holy jeans. He goes, as much money as that boy makes, he could get himself some new jeans, don't you think? Like, Dad, that's an image. My dad didn't get that idea. He thinks, you make $1 million, you should have like nice slacks on. Dad, that's an image. If he didn't have those jeans on, you probably wouldn't even recognize who he is. Like Garth with those shirts that he had.
Yeah.
He had to wear those shirts.
Right.
Jason Aldean, I think, doesn't he have to wear that hat? I know Toby Keith had to wear that hat at one time. So it's just an image. So.
Yep.
You're doing a lot of co-writing. Is there new people you co-write with, or are you still kind of staying in the same circle of people?
Both. I write with Stephanie Joyce. I think she has 3 songs that are going to be on my EP. She's one of my favorite co-writers. My friend Laura Rebel, Taylor Hughes. Been writing with them for a while. But I've recently, especially during COVID in the past few months, I've been adding in a lot of new co-writes to trying to, meet people at writers' rounds and find different small groups of people that write together well. So
nice.
Yeah, it's always nice to keep it fresh.
Yeah, I was going to say that's kind of what I was going to say. How's that working? Is it giving you a spur new ideas? Is it kind of sparking to keep going out there and playing? Because sometimes we can get into a rut. You do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, and I think for me, it kind of just gets me, I tend to think of a lot of ideas and stuff on my own, but co-writes kind of forced me to kind of make sure I sit down and actually write the song. And it's cool, too, because you can bounce. I kind of overthink everything. So for me, co-writes kind of help me get out of my own head.
Yeah.
And it's just fun, too, because for every person that you co-write with, even if my style's the same, I wind up with a different product just because feeding off of their different styles and things.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like every time I write with Taylor, we kind of tend to wind up like in this blues rock, Southern rock thing. And then when I write with Stephanie, we kind of tend to write darker, more Americana stuff and, so different.
Yeah, let's set something on fire. Yeah. That's kind of girl you worry about a little bit. That's good. We should take a moment here real quick. Brian, do you want to kind of give an update on what's going on with our Bonnaroo tickets, a chance to win 2 wristbands and a parking pass? You got that information in front of you?
No.
I know. I just kind of, spur of the moment, just kind of came up, and I thought, well, maybe.
You do this this song been going on for 8 years. Hey, Brian, can you do this?
Hey, Brian. Oh, I can't wait. I got something for you here in about 15 minutes, too. All right. You going to read that, or you want me to read that, Brian?
I'm eating.
Okay, so let me get my microphone over here where I can see this
That
here.
was possibly the best answer he could have given.
Again, this year, thank God this year, because last year I missed this. It was sad. But, the way things 2020 worked out. But the Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival is returning again for its 20th anniversary. Can you believe that? 20th anniversary. Wow. On September 9th through the 5th. I'm sorry, September 2nd through the 5th. I love the lineup featuring the Foo Fighters, Lizzo, Tyler, the Creator, Tame Impala. Let's see, they got Megan Thee Stallion, Lana Del Rey, Lil Baby, My Morning Jacket, Run the Jewels, and over 100 more. Snag your tickets now. As of today, I think they are out of tickets. Wow. I think they are sold out.
Yes.
Now, the Foo Fighters, I absolutely can't wait to see the Foo Fighters. They always put on a great show. But there's a whole bunch of really good ones that are up there that you'll like. Lana Del Rey, you'll like. But I believe, and I don't see it here close, but I believe a band that we really, really like, Larkin Poe, is going to be there, I believe. Are they not, Brian? Larkin Poe is going to be there?
Yes.
Yep, Larkin Poe.
Thursday.
Thursday. So if you haven't seen Larkin Poe, you definitely want to check them out. Those girls can jam. Oh, my goodness. Brian and I got a chance to meet them. I saw them at Live on the Green in Indianapolis. I think, Brian, you saw them in Memphis or somewhere?
I've seen them, I think, Memphis. And it seemed like I've seen them in Nashville, too.
Yeah, they're phenomenal. They were supposed to be there last year, but thank God they got them booked back for this year. So that's one of those where people go, I've never heard of these bands. Those are the bands you want to go check out because they're phenomenal.
I don't keep up with like rap a whole lot, like the new rap. But I think you said Little Baby, and the kids I work with have informed me that there's a rapper named Little Baby, Baby, and Da Baby, and The Baby, but Da and The are different babies.
Wow.
So there's lots of
babies. Wow. Yeah, I don't keep up with
your education from the kids.
Yeah. That's the way it usually works. So I'll have to check out Little Baby just for your kids. Yeah. But it's really good. Now, Brian, the contest is still going on, right? They have a chance to win those?
We are doing a contest this week to give away a pair of wristbands and a car camping pass. It's valued at over $800. So, as said before, the general admission tickets, all tickets are sold out. But we're giving you a chance to win. And so just head over to WFMCJams.com for details to qualify.
Yep, there's a link over there. You just click on that. It'll give you all the details. It'll tell you how that's all going to work. So, again, thank you, Bonnaroo, and everybody for allowing us to do the parking pass and wristbands. We get to do it. It seems like we've done it, 4 years now with Bonnaroo?
This will be our 5th year, I think.
5th year with Bonnaroo, but have we give tickets away the first? I don't think we did the first year, did we? Did we give tickets away the first year? I guess we must have.
I think we did, yeah.
Okay, so 5 years with us and Bonnaroo. Would have been 6.
Long time.
Man, thank you, Bonnaroo. Thank you, Live Nation. Thank you, all the guys and gals that are involved in that out there. We're just so going to be a part of that. So it's no picnic for us. It's hard work. Brian and I and the photographers, we're one of the first ones in, and we're the last ones out. Wow. Every day. So you'll want to check that out. We'll get you some great shots. We're going to get great interviews. Thank you, Bonnaroo, for coming back for 2021. I think we're getting a killer lineup. I mean, Lizzo, you got the Foo Fighters. And we got to say, you got the Grand Ole Opry again. Got the Grand Ole Opry going on there with special guests. Cool stuff. I'm glad that I think this is the 3rd year in a row now they've done the Grand Ole Opry. All right, back to reality. Let's get back to Krystal. So let's talk about some of the biggest influences of music in your life that's not professional. I mean, not like, I like Styx and the Beatles and, Leonard Skinner. Those are all cool. That's, the Beatles got me into. Who's some of the other ones out there that influenced you? You didn't come from a musical family, but who else kind of along the way?
Oh, I would definitely say like one of my guitar teachers growing up, Tony El Torre. He was probably one of the biggest. I had a couple guitar teachers before him, but I think he was like the first that kind of like figured out how I learned and went that way. And also he was the first one who kind of got me writing songs.
Okay.
So he was kind of the one who encouraged me to like write some lyrics and taught me how to put chords together and booked my first coffee shop gig.
Cool.
So I think that, he's definitely a big influence. Probably hadn't told him that enough, but for him, for sure. I'm trying to think as well. Gosh, there's been so many. And just everybody in Nashville. I think that's the cool thing about living in Nashville is like all my co-writers, I'm so inspired by them too and seeing what they're doing and how they're out here making ends meet and making it happen for themselves. So
that's cool.
As well.
I always like to hear the story about the person that, is not the big professional or the well-known name that kind of holds your hand out, takes you along and kind of motivates you. And it could be someone who's not even musical. It could be the next door neighbor. It could be family and friends that just kind of tugged you along a little bit when it's tough and you decide, I think I'm going to be a farmer.
Oh, yeah. Well, my parents have been, supportive from the get-go. And, I get probably my dreamy side from my mom, and my dad's kind of the logical one. And so, I always kind of battle with that a little bit. But yeah, they've always been super supportive and been my biggest fans, and my husband as well. But musically, Tony, and actually another Tony, a different Tony, was when I lived in Charlotte right before I moved here. I had met him, and he wrote and played a lot with Randy Travis's brother.
Oh, okay.
And kind of grew up like right down the street from Randy and
that'd
his
be
brother.
Andy Travis. Randy and Andy. I don't know. I made that up. Sorry.
But yeah, so I met him at like an NSAI meeting in Charlotte, and right about the time I was thinking about moving to Nashville. And so I think that he was kind of a good influence too, just kind of encouraging my songwriting. And, we demoed a song and, kind of taught me a little bit about that stuff as well.
That's cool. Must be something in the name Tony, because I had one in my life too. I had a drum guy back in Beloit, Wisconsin, Tony. I never took lessons from him, but he was that guy that was always like, when I'd walk into the guitar shop, he was there, and he was always encouraging. He was always uplifting, challenging stuff, and helping me along. So it must be something in the name Tony. Yeah. So I appreciate that.
You need to hand out the Tony Awards.
We got to have out the Tony Awards. I like that.
Tony
Good
the Tiger.
One.
There
Tony
you
the
go.
Tiger. I like that. Hey, and our good friend Asa Reese is on. How you doing, Asa? Man, if you haven't been up there, we're going to do a commercial for you real fast there, Asa. If you haven't been to the Grinder House Coffee in Crossville, you need to go. Stop what you're doing right now. Make reservations to get there on Friday night. That's when the music is happening, and happening large. You need to get up there and check out the music. Asa does a great show each and every Friday night, but you need to call in advance and get reservations and get your tickets there for that. It's a great venue for music. It's a true listening room. So you will sit down and listen to great music and have great food and drink. So check that out. But check out Asa Reese's Grinder House Coffee in Crossville, beautiful downtown Crossville. So Asa, we're glad you're on board with us tonight. Let's go ahead and jump back into a song real quick. And first of all, are you teasing with the Taylor hat and the Taylor guitar? Did they try to endorse you yet?
No, they haven't.
Then they need to. Come on, guys. Come on. Bob, you need to get going here.
Everybody call Taylor guitars. No, I got a Taylor hat for Christmas since I have a Taylor guitar.
It's okay. I was hoping maybe they were like flirting, giving you a partial, at least string deal or something.
Just tailor made.
Nice, yeah.
Tailor made.
Just give me, like I don't know, something.
I'd take any Taylor. Any Taylor they give out, I'd take it. All right. What's the next song you want to do?
All right. Well, I'm going to do another one that's going to be on the new EP. And I've only played this one out like once, so there's a fair chance I might mess it up. But it's kind of my tongue-in-cheek song. So since I was talking about dark murder songs,
great.
I promise I'm not going to murder my husband, even though I know these songs kind of sound like it.
Should we let him know what time you're on your way home so he can barricade the door?
He always tells his mom, like, if you don't hear from me for a few days, you might want to check on me because Krystal's been writing a murder song again.
Uh-oh.
One eye open.
Nancy asked me why I done tore up my tulip bed. And Barbara had some things to say about the spade outside my shed. The HOA's been on my back about the state of my lawn. And up and down the block they're asking just where my husband's gone. What I do is up to me, if it's on private property. So paint your picket fence, stay on your own side, and don't dig up secrets when you can let them lie. Got blood on my hands, dirt to my name, hell, I just might be digging a grave, but it ain't for you to say. So go on and bite your tongue. If you were smart, you'd learn to mind your own backyard. It's been a week since I woke up with a new black eye, and I found him a punishment that sure fit his crime. So if you really want to know why my grass is this green, it's cause of that piece of shit that's buried underneath. Oh, it's an open secret, that's how I like to keep it. So paint your picket fence, stay on your own side, and don't dig up secrets when you can let them lie. Got blood on my hands, dirt to my name, hell, I just might be digging a grave, but it ain't for you to say. So go on, bite your tongue. If you were smart, you'd learn to mind your own backyard. And if you don't, you might end up in my own. This will be a whistle here, but I can't whistle. So paint your picket fence, stay on your own side, and don't dig up secrets when you can let them lie. Got blood on my hands, dirt to my name, hell, I just might be digging a grave, but it ain't for you to say. So go on, bite your tongue. If you were smart, you'd learn to mind your own backyard. So go on and bite your tongue. If you were smart, you'd learn to mind your own backyard.
So what's your husband's first name?
Andrew.
And Adam?
Andrew.
Andrew.
Andrew King.
Run, Andrew, run. She's burning the house down. She's digging holes. Fertilizer. It's a beautiful song.
I'm over here ducking.
Yeah.
I saw you. You got it shorter and shorter.
Yeah, I can see. It's a lively love song. It's beautiful.
Right. Yeah, it's a very, loving, romantic album.
Very romantic. So you're talking about House on Fire, going to be the title track. So what's the cover going to look like? What's your...
we actually haven't got that far yet. I don't know. I was thinking like a wedding photo on fire or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Hadn't got that far, but we're going to be talking to some photographers and graphic artists and stuff soon. So we'll get that one thing in front of the other. So got to get the songs down first. Yeah,
that'd be a good album where you you can do like a full album, like the old LP spreads, like the Beatles did, where everything was symbolism. You could have the old wedding photo on fire, but you have like a rose garden out there that's nice and green, kind of subliminal, kind of like the Sgt. Pepper's album kind of a thing, I can see that. We're going to lose track if we don't jump back into music pretty fast. You said you got 7 songs going to be coming off the new EP?
Yes.
Now, have you tracked any of it yet? You say, or are you going in next week or 2 weeks?
We're going in May 4th through the 7th. So we have 4 days in the studio. And we'll be doing all of it then. Hopefully 7 songs. We might only get to 6, but
okay,
we're trying for 7.
You want to try to give a shout out to the recording studio?
We're doing it through Dark Horse Institute. So it's actually going to be part of their student program.
Okay.
So it'll be kind of part of a learning experience as well. But yeah, we're excited about it.
And you're a musical therapist. Let's talk about that. We touched on it a while back. Now we know your students, your kids there are all about rappers with the name Babies in there. Tell us a little bit about what you do and what the whole premise is what you do.
Well, back in North Carolina, I went to App State, and I studied music therapy, and I've worked in a couple different places, but recently, and probably my most passionate thing is psychiatric music therapy. So working with folks who might be struggling with depression, anxiety, or other mental health, just things that are coming up in their lives or going through a hard time. So use music as kind of a therapy. I kind of do a counseling group where music is sort of the forefront. So maybe we play a musical game, maybe we write a song, maybe we do a drum circle. And that's kind of how we go about teaching some of those skills that they need to learn for getting back into the world. So, yeah.
You know, and we talk about music as therapy, and very therapeutic. And again, I don't know if you do this, but a lot of veterans are involved in a lot of the musical programs. We have a veteran friend of ours that has gone through heck and back, and every now and then he checks in and goes to musical therapy in Murfreesboro.
Oh, awesome.
And he's like, you know, they'll have a room, we all walk in, there's just guitars everywhere, and you just pick up guitars, we all start playing, and then they all kind of find out they all have something in common, they all band together, and the next thing you know, they're all built a little bond, and just kind of different ways that music can help, and I think it's pretty cool. Now, how many years did you go to school for this?
It was a 4-year bachelor's degree, but then you do have to do an internship, so it was about a 6-month internship, and then you do a board certification, so it's quite a bit, but
pretty intense. Now, you did that in North Carolina? Was it able to transfer real easily to Nashville?
Yes, because your board certification is national.
Okay.
So.
And they had openings for you.
Yeah, it's not like state per se. Some states do have are licensed, but Nashville's not. So the board certification's national, though.
Now, how does somebody get into like your class? Does a doctor recommend them, or do they call up?
It kind of just depends on your facility. In our facility, you know, everybody in the unit is invited to the groups. You know,
okay,
so it's open for everybody.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's bust into another song here real quick. Something with the rap and maybe with a baby. You know, that'd be kind of cool.
And a baby?
Yeah, you know, we've got this rapper thing going on, a baby. Some death and mayhem going on. That'd be great.
Something more lighthearted?
Or that too. Let's do that. Whatever you want to do.
Well, how many songs do we got left?
Oh, let's see what kind of time we are looking here. We probably got about 2 good ones.
Okay, cool.
And maybe
having
one
fun
quick
kind
bad
of playing some of the newer stuff because I haven't really gotten to share it a whole lot. So
yeah,
this one's a newer one. It's also kind of depressing. I'm sorry. Not as dark though.
Duck.
Dark wash blue denim, don't stay blue for long. Noted by the color of the pair that I got on, broken like the backseat of a 98 Chevrolet. New dark wash denim always seems to fade. Our song on the radio is breaking up with static. Headed into Jackson, but this time I'll drive right past it. 'Cause I don't hear the words no more, they've all been overplayed. Our song on the radio, yeah, I'm gonna let it fade. You can fall in love just as easy as you can fall out. Put on a ring the same as you can't put it down. Promise forever, fast as you can walk away. Fall in love as easy as you can let love fade. The picture from the photo booth folded in my wallet. Spent half your pay on that Carney game on the day we bought it. Now it's creased straight down the middle and the color seeped away. That picture from the photo booth I knew that it would fade. 'Cause you can fall in love as easy as you can fall out. Put on a ring the same as you can put it down. Promise forever fast as you can walk away. You can fall in love as easy as you can let love fade. Forever fast as you can walk away. Fall in love as easy as you can let love fade. You can fall in love as easy as you can let love fade.
Interesting bar chord she threw in there. Yeah. See that? That was pretty cool.
A minor there.
Yeah, that was pretty neat. Let's go ahead and start talking about social media. Give us all your lingo of what you got. So when schedule's out, your album's out, we need to know where to go to find it.
Yeah. And so hopefully we'll be kind of dropping some news about that soon and doing a little bit of fundraising. So appreciate all your support and you guys for having me on the show. But you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Any of those, I created a Twitter and I've never used it. But it's all Krystal King music.
Okay.
And Krystal spelled with a K. King is in King of the World music. Facebook might be slightly different. It might just be Krystal's music. But all the rest, website, TikTok, Instagram are all Krystal King music.
Okay.
Also available, got a few songs, about 4 songs out on Spotify, iTunes, anywhere you like to get your music.
Do you have merch yet?
Trick question. Yes, yes, I do. But we are kind of in a point I think I just sold my last t-shirt yesterday, or the day before. So I only have koozies left right now, but with the new EP coming out, we're going to be rolling out a whole brand new line of merch.
Good. So folks, that's your cue. It's nice, and we're very happy that all you are listening and react to the Krystal here and her music. But the trick is you need to go find her where she's playing, buy her stuff that's already existing, buy her new stuff that's coming out. It costs money to do this, folks. It's not a hobby; it's a job, and she needs to help be an assist, and that's your job, folks, to help her out. So when the line of shirts come out, make sure you buy some. Buy some for the whole family. They'll make nice Christmas gifts, right?
Yes.
Yeah, nice. Or be like me. I get stuff, I hang them up. I can't wear them again. I've got stuff. Holly's listening, and she'll know, and Rebecca, same way. They'll give me shirts, like Beatles shirts or concert shirts, and I just got to hang them up. I can't. I need a room where I can just display them all because they got some really great shirts. I can't wear them, so I got to keep them up there. But that's just me. It's one of those things. I don't want to ruin them. I got some really unique shirts. I got Alpine Valley concert shirt, where it's just the venue itself, and people that might know Alpine Valley is where Stevie Ray Vaughan played his last show at and passed away. I've seen many a show there. So I got that shirt many years before Stevie Ray Vaughan played there. So that thing is never getting worn again. It's hung up, it's taken care of. So we need to say hello to now, do you know Wesley? I'm going to butcher your name, Wesley. I'm sorry, but is it Heffinger?
Yes, that's my uncle.
That's your uncle?
Heffinger's my maiden name.
Oh, okay. Well, your uncle says hi. And then we got Asa, we got Kelly. Hey, we got you on there. Huh? And of course, we got Holly and Amelia's watching, as well as I got another Amelia and Catherine watching here in Manchester with
in
Velvet.
A few countries, right?
What's that?
In a few countries.
And a few countries. So if you're out there from different parts of the world, don't forget to say hey. And again, you're all listening via the internet, so you can go right on to Krystal King's music and get her songs and share with all your people over there in your country. We love it when we share your music and you share ours. So it's time to get back to some more music. Why don't we jam and play another one?
All right.
Steve's going to play the bongos for you.
Okay, great.
He's a professional bongo player.
Well, I feel like I need to redeem myself a little bit so I don't sound like too awful of a person. So I'll do my most recent single, Slow Love, which is a legit love song.
Okay.
And has my husband in the music video, which you can find on YouTube.
Good. What's it called?
Slow Love.
Okay.
Ain't much to do in this small town, but hooking up or settling down. So there's some things that you should know from the start. Not looking for a one-night fling, not ready for a diamond ring. I just want someone who's willing to wear my heart, so I hope it's fine if I take my time. Yeah, I want a slow love, like along the road after dusk. On a Sunday night drive, losing track of time, just the two of us. Slow love, you wanna lean in for a kiss, but waiting for the perfect moment. Tell me, can you get used to this? No need to rush. Yeah, I want a slow like swaying to an old country song or staying up all night as you go on and on about growing up, working on your daddy's farm. Wanna know everything about you, behind the scars and that tattoo. All I got is time underneath these stars. Yeah, I wanna slow love, like along the road after dusk. On a Sunday night drive, losing track of time, just the two of us. A slow love, you wanna lean in for a kiss, but wait for the perfect moment. Tell me, can you get used to this? No need to rush. Yeah, I wanna slow like a sunset sinking, a southern drawl singing, church bells ringing slow, like a front porch swinging when we're old. Yeah, I want a slow love, like along the road after dusk. On a Sunday night drive, losing track of time, just the two of us. A slow love, you want to lean in for a kiss, waiting for the perfect moment. Tell me, can you get used to this? No need to rush. No need to rush. Yeah, I want a slow
Krystal King, everybody. Krystal, it's been a quick 55 minutes. It goes by fast.
It's gone by fast.
We want to say thank you for coming back again. Yeah. You're a glutton for punishment. You come back for the third time, so we'll bring you back again for the fourth, as long as you're willing to come back.
Of course, always willing.
And I think with that song there, it's okay for Andrew to unlock the doors tonight, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Andrew, you're safe, man. And we need to talk to your husband one of these times. Yeah, just open the door, and just peek out first.
I have to bring him here sometime. He's a drummer, so I might get him on cajon or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That'd be cool. And then we got Millie.
That's my granny.
Well, you better tell her hi before we sign off.
Hey, granny.
She just signed on. She says, hi, love, and then hi again. So, so sad that we're kind of jumping off there, but make sure you let Grandma know that this is archived, so if she missed it, she can watch it immediately.
Watch it again, all right.
Watch it immediately. It's saved on our website, or on our Facebook, as well as on our website. So, thank you. And we're going to have to say goodbye to all of our friends and family, the hoodlums down there in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. We'll be seeing you guys soon. May Day Festival is coming up soon, so check out their Facebook page, Alabama Jams. It's going to tell you all about what's going on with May Day at the beautiful Bama Jams Lounge, which will be opening up for May Day. It's always a charity event, so there will be donations and the fee at the door to get in. All goes to a charity, a local charity there. So, and then we want to say hello to Chris. Thank you for putting us on the show again tonight. Another Midnight Madness show is come and gone. We're so glad that all of them have been a part of it. I'm going to say in reverse order this time. Rebecca, Catherine, Amelia, I'll see you guys real soon. Love you guys. Holly and Amelia. If your grandkids of mine, you got to be named Amelia, apparently. Holly and Amelia, back in Indianapolis, love you. Steve, thank you so much for all you've done.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Brian, for great work tonight. Don't forget to jump on our website, WFMCJams.com. There's a link there to try to win 2 wristbands and a parking pass valued over $800 to try to get to the Bonnaroo. They are sold out, folks. The only way you're going to get them is find radio stations that are giving away tickets, and we have a chance for 2 free wristbands and a parking pass. So go on our website to find that out. So thank you, Brian, for all that hard work. So for Krystal King and myself, we want to say thank you. And for the DJ Doctor, y'all have a good night. We'll see you next time.